there anybody here who's over the age of 30? Okay. About 40. I'm counting 50. And I was sexually tormented when I was 6, leaving out of school, and life gets bad. So, whatever it is that you've experienced in the past, whatever it is, can be broken. You know, raised by a single mother. First thing is, is to learn conflict resolution. A lot of the stuff that you're going to experience with bullying, whether it's online or it's in person, it's recognizing first that ask yourself, is this person acting in good faith? If they're not, then there's nothing. But in the case of you're doing cosplay, any one of us here, somebody's going to be particularly nitpicky about whatever detail. They're a fan. Expect that, at least hope that this person's doing this in good faith, and say to them, just act with a little bit of grace and say thank you. I missed that detail. I didn't have time. I missed that and the other. And then next thing you know, you might be actually made a friend because they recognize that you both have the same family, same interests. I know I'm a Gen Xer, saying that you need to develop a thicker skin, but sometimes it just comes down to recognizing the other person, for whatever reason, might be just as socially awkward as you are. And giving them that little bit of grace, not just for them, but also for yourself. Be able to just recognize that, this person, whoever it is reaching out to me and not in the best way. But still, they might be reaching out because, they just don't know how to do it in a more positive way. And I think it's just giving everybody a little bit more grace and a little bit more understanding. You might be in good faith and just don't want to say anything. At least that's, as far as bullying, con, and fandom comes down to. And also stay off of social media, for the love of God. Just get off of social media.
Oh, wow.
You're better off. You are better off. I remember when, Live Journal. If anybody
I had it.
remember that.
I used to have Live Journal.
Thank you. Yes. You know how much of a pit of despair that used to be.
Yes.
At least could be. I think Facebook is bad. Sweet.
You had to pay, I think, for Live Journal.
No,
Oh, no?
It was free. There was a special, advanced membership thing that was there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can post for free. Social media has always been a cesspool. People just don't feed the trolls. Yeah. And also, it's the same thing with fandom. Don't feed the trolls. There's some people who are going to act in good faith, and some people just I feel like being an asshole today. Sometimes to the same person. You don't have to feed the trolls.
Yeah, that's what I did. There is a microphone. So that's what I did. So I learned that years ago. So when I was in social media, in my comments section, it just keeps going on and on and on and on. I actually have one story that I forgot to share. So I got canceled, but it's by only one person. And that friend, I was friends with that person for 6 years. And this person calls me and I quote, first word is coming. She calls me an insensitive ass, and calls me a narcissist, and also calls me sexist, all because there was a lady, I think it was on social media, TikTok, where she said, I work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do that. And I said, work on your time management. And I got canceled for that. Can you believe that? I just said, work on your time management. If I complain about, I don't have time after working for 40 hours a week, then I have to look at myself and say, okay, what can I do to work around it, or maybe get a different job? But anyway, that's a little off topic, but it's just, it's very hard to have a conversation. And it's important to have a conversation, all right, but not have this kind of, animosity. Yeah, go
Here's the
ahead.
thing. There's a difference between, I like to say to people that, I like having arguments with people. I don't like fighting. So I think the big difference in that is that when you're arguing with somebody, you can be passionate, but as long as you're discussing things with each other in good faith, and that you're willing to concede someone's, good points, then, you can develop, things can develop, you can have a good family. All good things come from that. But if you're coming at it from a bad faith position, not willing to recognize, what that is, an excellent point you just made, then it's just a fight, and in which case it's not. It's like that's the whole hard part of conflict resolution is understanding. Is this this discussion worth the emotional investment that I'm going to put into it?
I found out later on now. So I asked questions. That's what I did. I asked questions. So what was wrong with it? Because I want to know what's wrong with it. Maybe there's something I missed, and I want to learn from it. And she said, and I quote, I'm too tired to teach this all to you. You're supposed to learn this, and I didn't know about it. Teaching.
That's bad faith, though. That's a perfect example of bad faith.
Wait, me or?
No, her.
Oh, her.
Her saying that to you. It's like, you should all. We all live in a state of ignorance.
Yes.
There are things you are not going to know everything.
Nope.
But in fandom, you're not going to know everything. You may have not known about whatever bandage or intricate part of whatever costume that you might be wearing. It might be something that comes along later on in the series that you haven't got to yet.
Right.
You might be the guy who started watching it series, at season 1 and popped in and started, whatever, and then someone comes up to you and says, well, this is blah 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 blah, blah season 4 episode blah blah blah, whatever. Like, I haven't gotten that far.
But that doesn't mean you're not passionate.
Yeah. It's when someone comes after you, when someone says to you stupid things like, I shouldn't have to teach you. That's what we're here for. We think, best case scenario, we're here to educate each other about whatever it is, that we're lacking in, so that we can all become better people and live better lives.
So you're saying you can tell protesting outside?
They're protesting now?
Protesting.
There's a bonfire at the library.
Yeah, they had a protest on the street.
No way.
Protesting.
It's in that series.
Protest for
Gaza?
Drag.
Oh, drag. Leave them alone. It's
Yeah,
drag.
right,
I'm gonna dress up as a femboy later on today.
There you go.
I don't care.
Right? Yeah.
I look flashy. Anyway, I want to apologize to you actually because I thought you were gonna start a panel, but actually I think you're in the audience. So, but thank you.
Good faith, whatever.
Thank you so much. I learned a lot from you, and I hope that you spread this to everybody. And I hope I'm going to tell other people about it, and I hope that that we all tell other people to avoid being in bad faith, but also keep people speaking. Give them the power to speak.
If there's any one thing, it's the concept of grace.
Correct.
It's which we greatly lack. It's not just, it's giving grace to yourself because you're going to some point fall, and then extending that grace outwards to people with the understanding that they too are going to fall, make mistakes and whatnot, and that even with that, you're still you're still a human being. You still have some worth. And even if you have things that need to be worked on, that's what we're all here for.
And I think I overstayed the welcome. That was my fault. But it was a great